Changes, updates, and what's to come right here on the, well, not the Jarcast, because that was canceled this week, but a channel update, that's for damn sure. Man, I sound like shit. What's up, you wonderful people? I am Jake from Jacob Andrews Reviews, your host for what's not a podcast, but is in place of my weekly podcast, the Jarcast Movie Podcast. And those of you that are tuning in here at the premiere or afterwards, thank you very much. You're probably wondering, what the fuck is this? It's kind of the same format, but it's not the same thing. What are you talking about? And why do you sound like shit? Well, we're going to get to all of that right here, right now, and I am all over the fucking place. So anyway, I guess let's jump right in. This is what I would call a channel update, I guess. I've never really done one of these. I've seen other people do them, so I said, why not? I'll do one too. Because I got a lot of stuff to update and talk about as far as my channel, and those of you that do follow me on a regular, to give you an idea of where I will be going and how things are going to be changing here on my channel henceforth. First of all, I moved. That's probably the biggest change of all. That's what's going to affect most of the things that are changing here, but in a positive light. But it's going to be a little kind of, for this first week, a little all over the fucking place. But yeah, I moved. Why I moved? Well, without getting too into the nitty gritty of all of it, I moved because I am taking care of a family member. So my life is kind of in turmoil, but there's lots of changes going on right now. And due to this situation that's going on in my personal side of my life that nobody, should or does care about, but that's what's going on, just to give you some context as to why all these things are going to be changing. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good for especially those of you that enjoy my content, for sure, because you're going to be getting more. I keep hitting this microphone, which is different as well, and we'll talk about that in a second. But also, why do I sound like teetotal shit right now? Because I'm not sick. I don't think I'm sick, at least. I don't feel bad. My voice is fucked. And I think mainly that is because the climate, I have really bad allergies. I'm usually able to keep them under control, but sometimes when I will go to other parts of the country suddenly, my body's like, fucking hell, what was that? And this kind of thing happens, so it should clear up in a day or two. But for now, I sound like a 80-year-old man who's been smoking for 90 years. And which I do not smoke anymore, so that's a good thing. That is not what this is a result of. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sick, but that's why I sound like this. I sound like crap. Hope it's picking up. I know that my microphone setup for the moment is a little different, so hopefully this is coming through right. I was doing a lot of fiddling and stuff to try and get this to work in the space I'm in right now. I'm in a temporary space. Like, say temporary, it's gonna be kind of sort of this space for a little bit while I'm in transition. I'm in a transitional phase right now. As I said, I have moved states, but the place I'm in right now is not permanent. It is until we find something bigger for everybody to coexist in, and that works for everybody. So that's gonna take a little bit of time, and in the meantime, I'm here, and I'm kind of confined. So those of you that follow me and may or may not know, I have two different spots that I record in. My streams and my podcast I would usually do in my office area, and I also had a separate studio, a small studio, but it was a studio that I had set up that most of my reviews are shot in. That has been dismantled. I have all the stuff. Part of it is in a box over there. The other part is actually still in Nashville, where I just moved from. And it will be here soon-ish, but it's going to be in storage. So yeah, that physical space that I've been recording in for the past 3 years now. Wow. Which we'll talk about that in a minute too. That stuff is, that space will be making a glorious return once I get to my final resting place. Wait, that sounds real bad. Not my final resting place. My final living space. And we'll have more space. That is when that will come back. I don't know exactly how long that will be, because selling of properties and buying and finding, that stuff, it could go very quickly, which I hope it does, or it could take a little bit, but eventually, relatively soon, I will be back to that. But in the meantime, this is more or less what you got, what I've got. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting sidetracked there. No show this week, mainly because everything that's been going on, this move and everything. I have no fucking clue what's going on in the world. I've been dealing with this all week, and I actually physically moved as of this recording and as of this premiere. Yesterday was when I made the physical move, like the drive, and moved what stuff I had with me. And so not only do I not really know what's going on in the world, I definitely don't know what's going on in the entertainment industry right now. So in order for me to do an actual show, it would have just been a jumbled mess. So instead, I thought I'd just give you guys an update with my very shitty voice. That, and also talking for an hour or more didn't sound like a good idea, because the more I talk, the more the voice goes away. I've seen. Anywho, but yeah, all that, yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, yeah, this is great. I probably should have done this as a stream, but that's another thing. My internet is the place I'm at, I actually do not have internet. Currently, I have it set up to get internet. Oh, my light's flickering. But it's not hooked up yet, so I'm currently, the internet that I do have, I'm using a air card I borrowed from someone, a family member. And while this is a really neat little thing that's great, I don't want to overuse it, because it only has so much. So that's that. So bam. And we'll talk more about that and the implications that could have for at least this week in a minute. Okay, I got notes to try, because I know that I don't focus that much. That's why I usually cut the shit out of my videos. But I'm not going to do that for this one. Being real. So yeah, moved. I've moved. So what does that mean? What does that mean for my channel? What does that mean for you guys? A move could be, for me, it means a lot of stuff. But what does it really mean for you? Well, as I said, new location, things will look a little different. They'll be changing. But ultimately, the thing that it would mean for as far as affecting the people that do enjoy my content, it's ultimately a good thing for you, because what this does is, even though I am still a very small sized channel, it is affording me the opportunity, at least for the time being, for the foreseeable future, for a while, for quite a while at least, I will be doing this YouTube thing, reviewing movies, entertainment stuff thing, full time. So this is now, this is now my job. It's the job I love, and I love it, and I want to develop it into something that actually pays the bills. At the moment, it does not. It's not a lot of income on this thing, but that's what building is, and I'm gonna go hard on this. I'm gonna go deep dive into this channel to see if it can go the distance and it can become a long-term viable thing that can be an actual profession. So that's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I wasn't expecting this. The opportunity arose because of the situation that I'm in right now, or that I was confronted with. And hey, you gotta, silver linings, you gotta find something comes up in life that's not ideal, you got to find the good side of it, or you'll just constantly be miserable. Bad shit happens. You got to find the good stuff in it. There's other good stuff to this situation too, for me personally, but there's unfortunate things as well, but for at least for especially for some other people, but this actually helps out great. For those of you also, I realized I hadn't mentioned my family. For those of you that are wondering, yes, they are coming with me. They're not here right now. I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. That's just the way my brain works. My family is coming. They are currently still at our house in Nashville, getting other stuff together and all that. I have already moved. We're in contact every day, and they will be here with me in a few weeks. So yeah, that kind of sucks that I have to go that long without seeing my family, but is what it is. It happens. Hopefully they'll come down and they'll have an opportunity to come down over the weekend and say hi. But anyway, that all aside, for those of you that are like, I don't even know you had a family, or I don't really give a fuck, what are you talking about? Get to the gist of it. But that's what's going on there. So yeah, okay, where are we at? I moved, shit going on, going full time. Yeah, I'm going full time. So what does that mean? Does that mean there's gonna be more content? Yes, that is. There's definitely gonna be more content on my channel, more frequent content, like daily. My plan at the moment is to just have daily content, maybe multiple pieces of content, but it definitely daily content. There's enough as far as movies go. There are absolutely enough movies out there in the world for me to do at least one review a day. What this is also going to afford me is to be able to focus a bit more on the individual reviews as I go, and have more time to actually, spend a bit more time with each one individually, and hopefully put out even more quality content. I do like to improve my content as it goes. Every time I even if I like a piece of content, I like to say, what can I do better next time? And working a full-time job, having a full-time family, well, it's a part-time family, but having a family, working a full-time job, and doing YouTube as much as I was, putting out the amount of content I was, can get difficult. So sometimes I wasn't always able to devote as much time to certain aspects that I wanted. Now I'll be able to. So now there won't be any excuses, in other words, is what I'm saying. So if the channel doesn't make it, that's on me, totally, and I'll have to face that. So it's kind of scary, honestly. The going full-time thing is, I think, any like YouTuber that puts out frequent content, it's kind of like that dream that you've always wanted, that you say, oh, one day. And I think when it happens to most, that one day happens gradually over time, and you get there and you're like, okay, that progression makes sense. In this particular situation, it happened literally overnight. Like, oh, one day it's here. It's not a successful channel as of yet, but the fact that I am focusing on it and only it full time now, that's, wow. I'm happy I can do that, but at the same time, it's scary. Because it's like, okay, I've said all along I think that this thing could be a thing. I just needed the time to do it. Now, here you go. Here's the time. Now I gotta, pay up. So hopefully I don't look like a fool and this channel takes off and goes places. Hopefully in a year I look and I say, look, I grew this much and it was a success. I really hope so, because that is kind of scary. Anyways, I am going to, like I said, daily content for sure, if not more, if not multiple pieces of content a day. My background, like I mentioned a moment ago, is going to be more green screen centric for a while. Not necessarily this one that I use for the podcast. I'm going to find something that is going to be a bit more. I'm actually commissioning something now, a background that I can have, that is a background for my reviews and stuff that's a little bit more review-ish. I don't know, movie inspired and review, at least for the time being while I'm doing it this way. The sound, I know, sounds like teetotal shit right now. I'm sorry. My other microphone is packed away somewhere that I usually use for the streams and everything that my computer's all set up to use. This microphone is what I use for my reviews, but it's usually hooked up to a camera, which my camera is over there somewhere. And that camera just deals with this microphone differently than the computer does. I plug this microphone in the computer, and the computer's like, what the fuck? So I toyed around. I know there's some background and shit and all that. I'm going to do more with that. But, so, yeah, sorry it sounds like shit. But it is not just me. It's all the whole setup right now. This is all real slapdash. This area I'm in right now it needs work. We'll just say that. But yeah, background's gonna be changing, but the content, while there will be some changes, I think those changes are in quality. It's going to get better, in my opinion. The content itself, like what I'm reviewing and all that, it's the same stuff. I mean, I'm still gonna be doing reviews primarily. They're just gonna be a lot more frequent and hopefully more entertaining, and I'll be able to spend a bit more time to cultivate them. Some other things that I will be doing on the channel, let's see, the podcast is still a thing. Just like I said, this week it takes a long time to put that show together. It may not seem like it, but it takes a long time to get all those stories together and all the bits and pieces and everything else. And if there's a guest involved, it takes a bit. And I didn't have any of that because dealing with this move and everything that goes along with it. It will be returning. I assume next week it should be. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. And that should be, no more hiccups there. However, the format will be changing a bit. I have mentioned this previously, either on my streams or on the podcast itself. It's getting a little stale, in my opinion. The news is, that's neat and all. If there's something in particular I want to mention, I may, but it's getting kind of stale. If I'm getting bored doing it at times, or if I find it tedious at times, I'm sure my viewers don't like it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change up the format, and we're going to start having more of a individual focus on like a particular movie or movies, or maybe a genre or something, a topic. There's going to be more topic focused. And then I will also I've been working up to having more guests, and I will continue that so that me and the guests can, talk about whatever the topic is. Maybe it's a movie, maybe it's like a little known movie, or maybe it's just a thing about movies, or, if something big happens to happen in the week, that like a big movie or trailer or something, maybe we'll talk about that. I don't know, that kind of thing. That just seems more interesting and entertaining to me than going through just regurgitating movie news from the week. It's like, I don't think everybody gets a whole lot out of that. If there's something of note, I'll probably mention it in the show. That'll still be a thing. It'll still be there. But the bulk of the show is going to, moving forward, probably be more focused on an individual thing. That's not so much, this week, this happened. So I figure most of you that are interested in movie news probably already know a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about. It's just me giving my opinion on some of it. And I want to keep the thing fresh. I'm going to be focusing more on the podcast, on every aspect of this channel, but the podcast and promoting it and getting it out there and giving it an actual chance to thrive, so that I can, see if it works. And honestly, if it doesn't work, if I keep on doing it, this isn't like right around the corner or anything, but at some point I'll, like anything else, I'll have to look at it and say, well, it's not working. So if it doesn't work, then eventually it may have to come to an end. I don't know. That's a ways off though. But yeah, that's where the podcast is going. As far as sales going full time, my streams, there's going to be some changes there for sure, in I think a positive way. The streams they're still going to be happening, my Retro Wednesday, but that's going to be changing up a bit, because I'm going to be streaming more. I don't have like a schedule set up as of yet, but I know that I will be doing more streaming I'm just going to have to see how this whole schedule works out and where I can fit it in. But I do plan on doing much more streaming. I'm also going to be developing a channel that is specifically for streaming. So I guess eventually soon I will be transitioning streams away from this channel and into a dedicated channel for streaming all my content. I'll let everyone know. It may, by the time you guys see this, be in the description. Check it out. It may or may not. I plan on working on that today, but I got some other things that popped up I have to work on. Also, I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But, yeah, I'm also going to be dual streaming on Twitch, which I did once in the past, but I'm going to be focusing on that. And I'm essentially going to be attempting to grow another YouTube channel, piggybacking off of this one, that is just streams. And also my Twitch channel that is, it's hardly in existence. And just see which one takes off. And whichever one ends up taking off the most with the streams and being the most popular spot for the streams, that's where I will probably continue doing them. Or I might just continue both of them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I will be doing the streams. It'll just be on a different channel. Mainly being because those of you that don't know, when you stream on a YouTube channel, if you stream and you release pre-recorded content, like which is the bulk of my channel content, for whatever reason, streaming on a YouTube channel fucks with the algorithm. The algorithm does not like when you stream on a YouTube channel. It like screws with your other content and how people find it. So as much as I enjoy the streaming, I don't want to screw with my bread and butter, you know. So I need that stuff to get as much of a far reach as it can. So I'll probably still advertise it on this channel and like put posts out saying, hey, I'm streaming, go over here, you know, or something like that, and try and advertise the actual channel to people so that you guys can subscribe to it and everything, if you so wish. But that's where soon, very soon, all my streams will start to happen. But they're going to be more varied and more often. I'll be streaming a lot more often. I'm going to maybe be like, take a week, and instead of like streaming one game for one night, I might do like a whole week, multiple times I play one game, and I want to switch that content up a bit as well. Maybe I even start to like do other things on the streams. You know, there's other streaming isn't only games. Sometimes I don't want to play a game, but I want to stream. I want to connect with my people. So maybe it'll be just talking to. I don't know. It's gonna change. But for the better, for the best, I think, in a good way. It's going to stay the same. It's going to get more and varied. How about that? I want to do some new stuff. I have an opportunity to do that, and I want to do more stuff. But that stuff is all kind of up in the air and in transition. But I know that more is coming, and more varied stuff is coming. So hope you're interested in that. But when you guys do hear, either in this description link, or when you guys do hear about the new channel, please go subscribe so you can get notified when I go live and all that stuff. All right, so what else do I have before I get out of here? I'm going full time. I've moved. Streaming's changed. Podcast is still a thing. Changing that up a bit. I'm going to be doing an anniversary stream soon. I know that's kind of vague. It will be this month. I was shooting for this weekend, but I don't know if that's going to work out because I got some stuff going on. Maybe early next week. One day. I'm trying to... I have an idea of something I want to do that would be entertaining while I'm on it. I can answer questions as I do this other thing that might be humorous to watch. So that's a thing. It will be an AMA type of situation where you can leave questions in comment sections and polls and whatnot, or you could just come on the stream and ask me questions outright. So that will be either way. It will be within the next week. Yeah. Well, either this week or next, either probably sometime next week. I will get all that out there on my social medias, including here on YouTube. So check that out as well. Keep an eye out for that. Speaking of social media stuff, I do plan on having more interaction on my social media platforms, such as here on YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, TikTok, etc. All those. Yes, I do have a TikTok. It has not been very active. That goes to something else. Actually, I'm glad I said that. We'll get to that in a minute, but I do plan on being more active on that stuff because I'll have more time to be moving forward. I will be posting some stuff up about this stream I mentioned a moment ago, the anniversary stream, saying, hey, you got questions, put them here, or come and see us on this day. And when I have that, 100% down is what it is I'll be doing. More polls and stuff be going up. I really want to get more interaction with my viewers, with you guys, and that's a big part of why I'm doing that. I enjoy communicating with you guys. I like hearing from you and seeing what it is you want, don't like, and just hearing from you guys. I also plan on seeking out more collaborations. There was a period of time on this channel when I did quite a few collaborations. That time is not now. I haven't done as many, and now I have more time, so I want to try and get more of those out there just because they're really fun and people seem to like them. My shorts channel, which is actually a thing, I've had it for a while now. It's called JAR60, JAR60. It's out there. I'll put the link in this description. You can check it out. I will start that up again. At the moment, it is more or less cut down versions of reviews I've already released, 60-second versions of reviews or videos and content that I've released. I'll probably still do something along those lines for sure, those videos, that is actually kind of a mirror of TikTok as well, because what I was doing is everything I put on JAR60 channel, I simultaneously was releasing on TikTok. Those are the same format pretty much. But those videos I'm going to be expanding upon and doing some specific content just for the TikTok and the JAR60 channel. Maybe some just like little quick things. TikTok videos pretty much. No, I'm not going to be up there shaking my ass and doing all that shit that other TikTokers do. But I will be putting some stuff that is relevant to my channel, but specific for those outlets and not just, byproducts of my main channel, if you will. But that stuff will still be there too. So you can get those quick fix reviews if you like. But check those out. Check out the JAR60 channel and please subscribe to that. It's got an extremely small base. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't updated anything. I haven't put anything on there in forever. But I'm going to be resurrecting that and relaunching it, I guess, if you will. Sure, that sounds real over the top, but it's coming back. I'm bringing it back. But yeah, guys, that is more or less it. I'm sure I forgot some things, but that kind of gives you the idea of where my channel's going moving forward. It is going to be different. There's going to be lots of changes. Changes. All that shit, Doing some new stuff, trying some new things. I'm going to throw a lot of shit at the wall and see what sticks. I'm going to try new things. I'm going to try what I want to try. I'm going to do what I want, and I'm excited about that. It's also scary. I know some of you are like, why is it scary? It's scary because now I have to prove that I can do this. And before, I didn't have to prove shit. I just did it. Now, I've said for a long time that I think this channel thing could work. Just given the time. Well, here you go. So, yeah, that's a bit scary. But it's exciting, too. Anything scary can be exciting, I think. I look at it like that. Silver linings, all that shit. Anywho, as far as the stream for this week, I plan on doing it. I guess that would be tomorrow night if you're watching this at the premiere. I plan on it being a thing. It really depends on either A, if they have my actual internet hooked up in time, or if this can handle it. I don't know if this thing will handle it or not. It's a 4G LTE and a 2.4 gigahertz. It might. I'll probably do a test or something to see if it works. But before the end of, probably by the time you watch this, if there's, you know, a stream pending that's up there saying, hey, it's coming, then yeah, I'm doing it. If not, that probably means I couldn't get it to work. But I'll also post that up if it's not happening this week. I'll put a post out everywhere saying, hey, sorry, internet just ain't letting it happen. So I am looking forward to it, though, hearing from you guys and talking to you if it does work. So I know this is kind of long-winded. It looks like I've been talking for almost 30 minutes, which, hell, I almost talked half the length of an average podcast just coming on here and bullshitting. This probably should have been a stream, but I don't even know if I could stream it, but whatever. I just wanted to let you guys know, those of you that follow the channel, that's what's going on. I'm not going to cut this down, seeing as how the vast majority of the people that will watch it will be at the premiere. Give you an idea where I'm going. And, yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you all sticking with me from the beginning. This is probably stuff I should say on my anniversary stream. I might there too. I don't know. But I do. I appreciate everybody who's watching right now, and I appreciate all of you that have stuck with me since the beginning or whenever you came on. I enjoy speaking to all of you when I have the opportunity in the comments or in the streams or whatever. Thanks for supporting me and being there, and I'm looking forward to this exciting time, and I hope you are too. And I hope you guys enjoy what I got coming next. But hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow night on the stream. If not, I will see you all soon. More content coming. Hopefully today. Hopefully my voice doesn't totally go away. If another video doesn't come out today or tomorrow, that's why. But believe me, more is definitely coming. Thanks. And I'll see you guys next time, next week. I don't know. I need a better outro for these things.